Hey everybody, my name is Nicole. Welcome to the Pine Cottage. Today I am going to talk about all the WIPs, but I'm only going to focus on the ones that I need to get done before the holidays. So as far as knitting goes, I'm going to show you everything that I have that's unfinished that I want to finish, but I'll also kind of differentiate between the ones that are kind of long-term WIPs and the ones that I need to get done. So I'm setting a goal to get socks done by the end of this month. It is now September 15th. I have done before in a strictly sock episode. No, it wasn't that episode. It was... I just was doing a personal challenge to see how many pairs of socks I could knit in a month. And I was able to knit 3 full pairs of socks and I think a half of a fourth pair. That's 6 socks. Okay, 3 pairs. Math. I only have a half a month, so that would be 3 socks, realistically. I'm here to tell you I have 5 socks without matches that need to get done. I'd like them to get done by the end of September because I would like to get started on some other things that I want to knit for the holidays. So my focus has got to be on this. But more on that. Okay. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place. So let's just go over the socks that need mates. This first one definitely needs a mate, and I am just past the heel on the second one, so I don't think it'll take me very long. This, I have shown many times before, is yarn by Hugh Loco. This was a yarn that I gave in a giveaway. Its colorway is Emerald Fields, and the contrast color is Ochre. So this one I think is realistic. I think I'll be able to finish that second one by the end of the month. The next sock is the one that I've been working on, the one that I tried to do 2 at a time magic loop. And all I have to do is Kitchener the toe, and I'm done with this first one. And the second one is started, and it's still on my cord. So this will be the second one that I try to finish. Those 2, I definitely think I can get done. Now the next 3 socks that I'm going to show you, I have not even started the second one. And you guys, this is embarrassing, but this sock was my husband's Christmas gift last year, and I never finished the second sock for him. So I must give him the second sock of this and a new pair, full, complete pair of socks for Christmas this year. This yarn is by Knit Picks. It's a Knit Picks tweed colorway, and I lost the ball band, but it is Knit Picks. Their sock yarn. What is it called? I'll look it up and try to put it on the screen. The cuffs and the heels and the toes are in Patton's Croy muslin. This is Gentry Gray colorway, and this is muslin. The white is muslin, or the ivory. I would like to finish his second sock this month. This is the 3rd one that I'm going to work on. Then I have the Austin sock that I finished. This is also in Patton's Croy sock yarn, and this is the colorway Seashells, and it has like this subtle little striping effect going on, and this is just the one sock, so I have to cast on and finish the second sock of this. And this is a really nice thick sock. This is almost like a slipper sock. And then I have to knit the second sock of my self-striping yarn that I bought at our local yarn festival this year, and the cuff and the heels and the toes are all in Gentry Gray as well. And this is a long leg sock. So it'll take me a while, but because of the stripes, you know how stripes are, you just want to keep knitting, knitting, and knitting. So I think it'll go fairly quickly. It's enjoyable, but I also want to finish this one. So I have my work cut out for me. You know, I make these lofty goals and they don't always happen, but even if they don't happen by the end of the month, you know, in the next 2 weeks, that's okay. I will roll it over to October. But in October, I also will be working on casting on some new things because I have a couple other pairs of socks that I want to knit. I have a sweater that I would like to knit before Christmas and possibly a vest as well. So I have some things to finish. In addition is my no-frill sweater, which is so close to being done. I want to get it off the needles. So after the socks, this is the next thing that needs to be finished. I just need to finish my 1 sleeve, 2 sleeves, and then it's done. I mean, there's not much more to say about it. And I just want to wear it because the weather is getting cool and it'll be so cozy to wear. And I definitely want to be able to wear it around the holidays. So I just got to finish this sucker. This yarn is Knit Picks. This is Knit Picks Swish DK. I don't know if the color is called Oatmeal. I'll look up the colorway for you. But it's Knit Picks Swish DK, and that's the back, sorry. And that's the front. And then I want to finish this garter scarf. And this, I showed you before, is in Lion Brand Wool Ease yarn that I had in my stash. And I want to finish up that scarf. Those are the short-term WIPs that I need to get done in the next several weeks. And then once those are done, I will be casting on to complete my gift knitting. I had someone ask me if the people that I gifted knits to appreciated the time spent knitting them. And while I understand the question, like I understand, yes, it takes a lot of time to knit, I don't really think about whether or not they appreciate the time or they realize the time. I only give gifts to certain people anyway. I don't give gifts to people that I'm not close to. So the people that I'm close to know that I spend a lot of time knitting. They know that how long it takes to knit a pair of socks. They realize that, and they are very grateful for what I give them. But even if they didn't realize how much time, because there are other members that I give things to that may not realize the time spent knitting, I still would gift it to them, because to me, it's the giving of the gift. I know how much time I spent knitting it. I know how much love and time and work went into making that thing because I wanted to give it to them. So to me, it doesn't really matter if they realize it or not, because I realize it. So when I'm giving that gift to them, I know that it's coming from a place of love, and it's coming from the best parts of me to them. And I feel like that's what gifting should be about. It's not about whether or not they appreciate it. It's whether or not your heart was in it. Isn't that the saying? It's the thought that counts. I hope that answered that question. These are two of my long-standing WIPs, which I have shown many times before. And I would like to get to a point where I'm finished knitting my holiday things and I can just work on these two projects in the month of December. That probably is not going to happen, but that would be a goal. The first long-standing WIP, which has been in the drawer with my, this is Vanilla Almond Tuft Woolens, and it smells so good. This is, I think I showed this back in May. I had taken it camping with me. And it is my granny stripe blanket. It is all wrinkled because it's been folded up. But this is a long-standing WIP. I have quite a lot of work to do on it. I would like to be able just to crochet on this. Just crochet away through December and just through the winter months. But there's so many things, so many patterns that I want to try. I already have so many things lined up that I want to knit. I just don't know. I don't know if it's realistic to say, okay, in the month of December, I'm going to finish crocheting on my granny stripe. But I will work on it. I will add some stripes. I have a whole bag here of minis or leftovers that I need to add to it. So if I could just get through that bag in December, I feel like that would be a good goal and that would be enjoyable. So maybe that will be my goal, just to get through this bag of scraps to add to the granny stripe. And then of course, I've been showing you in a couple recent videos my Battenberg blanket. And I feel like this is gonna be another long term blanket. So this is my Battenberg, and I'm just piecing it together, you know, square by square crochet. So maybe December will be the month of crochet because I will have all my gifts finished and given, and the holidays will be over, and I can just cozy up with my crochet hook and just crochet. We'll see. We'll see how I feel, but eventually they'll both get done. So let's talk plans. What are some things that I need to finish in the next 2-3 months? I have this yarn by Knit Picks. This is Knit Picks City Tweed, and it's an Aran weight yarn. And I've showed this before. This is, what is this? The colorway Blue Blood. And this is going to be a Felix sweater. So I need to get this done in the next 2 months. I feel like the Felix knits up pretty quickly. So once I have my no frills finished off with the sleeves, this will be the next sweater that I cast on. And I'm kind of excited to see how that one turns out. So this is going to be the next garment. Then as far as socks go, I have quite a few that I need to knit up. The first one I showed you is in this vintage flannel colorway I showed you in the last video. That's going to be a fall knit. And also for the, what is it, Crazy Spooky, Creepy Scoop Spooky, Crazy Spooky Make Along. I'm also doing this colorway, which I don't have the ball band for anymore, but I believe it was a Homespun House colorway several years ago for Halloween. And it may have even been like a Hogwarts thing. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Homespun House. So this one is also going to be for fall. So these two skeins are going to be caked up to do some fall socks. And then I'm going to knit up this colorway, which I also don't have the ball band for. I don't even remember who the dyer is. That's terrible. And then I have another Ashen Bumble yarn, and this is Vintage Teacup. And this is also going to be a sock that I am going to use this BFL, this BFL Blackberry colorway by Dark Lake Fibers is going to be the contrasting yarn for that. So that's 4 more pairs of socks that I want to knit up in the next 3 months before Christmas. Then, if I have time, I have this Swish DK weight in Knit Picks Swish DK in the colorway Indigo Heather, which is going to become a vest. And then I will be done with the holiday knitting. I'd say I need to get to work. So wish me luck, you guys, and I will meet you back here at the end of the month to show you what I accomplished. I hope you guys have a great 2 weeks. See you next time.